Hi, my name is Abhishek Rai and I work for BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management product. Today I'm going to talk about CLM Datastore cluster, blueprint configuration for Datastore cluster and SOI request. The plan is to discuss service blueprint and service governor policy configuration to place the resources on newly configured Datastore cluster. Once you're done with this configuration, you will have a policy-driven placement for virtual disk repository. During the demo, we will discuss and configure service blueprint and service governor policy. We will also be submitting the service offering instance request. Let's switch to BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management Administration Console and take a look at these configuration. Okay, I'm on a BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management Administration Console and have logged in using my Cloud Admin user. In the previous video, we talked about the configuration of Datastore cluster and how you can onboard it into BMC CLM. And we also talked about creating a compute pool using the Datastore cluster. So here is my Datastore cluster, and on the right hand side you can see the details of this Datastore cluster. So you can see the name, description, tag. So I have tagged this Datastore cluster as VDR DSC, where VDR is your tag group and DSC is the tag. Once you're done with this configuration over here, let's switch to service governor and configure the VDR policy. Okay, I'm on a service governor workspace. Let's switch to virtual disk repository pools. Okay, so I've already configured the VDR policy. So the tag source is service blueprint and the tag group is VDR. And as you have seen earlier, VDR tag group was already placed on your newly created Datastore cluster. Let's switch to service designer and take a look at the blueprint configuration. So click on service designer, select your service blueprint. So here is my service blueprint, and let's select your compute section. And on the right hand side you can see that I have already configured tag group and tag, which was already there on your Datastore cluster. So the tag group is VDR and the tag is DSC. There are two options. Either you need to use this service blueprint specifically, or you can configure option and option choices, and you can have your users or requester select which data store they would like to place their resources. So for now, I have already configured the tag group and tag so that the resources gets hosted or placed on this data store. So once you're done with this configuration, you can save and check in your service blueprint and switch to my cloud services console and submit a request. So let me switch to my cloud services console. Okay, I'm on a my cloud services console, and under catalog section, let's identify your service offering. I would say requestable offering, and click on this. So let's define the service name. Host name should be demo. Server username could be anything. I'll go define the password. Okay, once that is done, select your option and option choices. So location is to select your network container. So I'll go with US. Virtual resource pools, I go to silver. Then virtual disk repository, for now I'll select none because I have already or specifically configured tag group tag to select Datastore cluster. So I'm not going to use any of these option choices. Once you're done reviewing the data, click on add to cart button and click proceed to checkout. Review the estimated total cost, review the details from here as well, then click next and then submit the request. Once you submit a request, you can switch back to your vCenter and select your Datastore cluster, and you may find that vCenter was applying the storage DRS recommendation, and that's the reason there will be two activities: storage DRS place disk of VM on the data store. So basically it's trying to identify a specific data store where VM needs to be hosted, and once vCenter identify the data store, it places the VM on that data store. Now let's switch to your admin console and switch to service instances section. Select your service offering instance, and now you can see that the VM details. So CPU was 1, disk is 40.50. Okay, I'm on a my cloud services console and I am reviewing the details of the server, and now you can see that the disk size was 40 gig. Basically it's the template size. And then I also configured to have additional disk of 0.5 GB. So let me show you this configuration in service blueprint. Let me switch to service designer, and if you scroll a little bit down under the additional system disk, you can see that I have got additional 0.5 gig of disk size, and the tag was again Datastore cluster tags. It means that the additional disk is also coming from a specific Datastore cluster. I hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for watching this.